Well, a very good morning to you. It is Friday. It is Sneaker Friday. Good to see you here on Morning Live, SABC. Thanks for tuning in. Let's update you with our news bulletin now at the top of the hour. President Cyril Ramaphosa will meet with US Vice President Kamala Harris today and later with US President Joe Biden at the White House. Ramaphosa arrived in Washington, D.C. last night. That's South African time. He will also meet with congressional leaders and members of the anti-apartheid lobby while in the United States, before departing for London to attend the funeral of Queen Elizabeth II on Monday. While the US visit is short, Ramaphosa will discuss heavy issues such as global security, the economy, trade and investment, climate mitigation, and adaptation and public health, amongst others.
In quasi-delivering President Ramaphosa to the United States for a program that includes meetings with the top echelons of Washington political power, amid concerns, particularly in the United States, that the relationship has room for growth.
I think we have a very good relationship. It's certainly warmed a great deal following President Biden's inauguration as a leader of the United States of America. A few years ago, Africa was described in extremely pejorative terms by the president, former president of this country. But I think since President Biden, there's really been an attempt to reach out to Africa, and certainly many positive conversations with our president.
Good afternoon, everyone.
After several high-level contacts between the two sides, including a recent visit to South Africa by US Secretary of State Antony Blinken, questions about whether Washington is seeking to woo Pretoria, particularly as it seeks to counter Russian and Chinese influence in Africa.
I think the United States of America believes South Africa has an important role on the African continent, and that we can play a very significant role in the implementation of the new strategy that the United States has set out.
With a strong economic focus expected to emerge from the Biden-Ramaphosa engagement, including the need to strengthen financing for climate adaptation, after several developed nations pledged $8.5 billion last year to help South Africa cut back greenhouse gas emissions. The war in Ukraine, food insecurity in Africa, and public health, among other key issues likely to be addressed between the two leaders. Shervin Brycepease, SABC News, Washington.